Hi, hello, and welcome. Today we are going through the EndNote piece of it. I'm going to go through the small basics of the EndNote. If you pay attention to these areas, once you open the file, you can usually it asks you to save as a first time as a library, and then you can create multiple libraries. So anytime you open up a blank list, a blank sheet, you can open it as a new and then save it as in any your name, your last name library, and you can have multiple libraries within the one library. There are these three buttons. One is here, it is a envelope where your library resides. This is your button where the world button is where that's where you do the search of articles, and then this includes both of them. So I would like you to focus on this, the world icon where actually you have multiple libraries. And in online searches, pay attention to PubMed as well. That's where I would use most of it. So let's say you already have a paper, you are either looking for articles or you already know what you're going to be citing. You can actually search for those things. Once you click on PubMed NLM, then this kind of command area opens up. And very important, no, it's very easy to search using author's last name. If you have PMID, that is a foolproof strategy. If you have author's name and they have multiple authors, then you can go for here, and then you have PMIC ID and things like that too. So pay attention to if you have any of the PMC ID or PMID, that's a very, very easy search for that matter. I'll give you an example. Let's show you the most common search you'll be doing it. Look for the first author. It is very, very picky about the nomenclature here. So author is Smith, A.B. So I'm going to give an example. If I search for an author name, I'm going to put my name, comma, space, and then R, and I don't have any middle initial, so I'm going to use that. If I just hit that, it's going to give me all papers published by this name and then last person name as well. It doesn't, it could be multiple authors with the same name, and then it'll come out. So what you want to do is you want to probably restrict that. If you don't know about that particular paper, then say I'm going to restrict this one to, let's say, year 2022. And if you want to say, I'm going to title, I want to have at least my article I'm looking for, it has to have COVID-19. If you're not sure which article you're looking for, you can do the searches as well. So these three things, you can minimize one, you can just go with the one only. I'll show you if you go with the one. If I say just Kashyap R and then nothing else, and I say hit search, it's going to open up every single paper on planet which has this author's name, last name, and first name. Open up 800 some articles. So of course you want to give at least one or two more commands for that matter. If I say, okay, this is not useful for me, I don't know how to select for it, I'm going to actually add more, and I'm going to say I just need from year 2022, and it tells me that it's going to be only 77 papers. Still too much. I don't know if I have time to go through all of them, because I'm looking for an article from this author which he has published on COVID-19. So I'm going to give another one. This time I'm going to say that all fields, or usually I pick a title. I want the COVID-19 through title, and then those search criteria. It's like, yes, it's kind of manageable. I found 1 to 30 articles, and I probably am going to hit okay. It goes through the literature, and I just look up all these publications from this particular author in 2022 and COVID-19. Now, as soon as it comes out, you will know which article you're looking for. In angiotensin 1, or I was looking for latitude altitude 1, or I was looking for cutaneous manifestation, whatnot. You come and do a right click, and then you can move or add references to. You can create your groups. So here I've created many, many different groups. So I'm going to go back. Before I choose anything, I'm going to go back to my folder and say, you create your library and say, I'm going to create a group, and I'm going to name the group as GRRSP9. If that's a point apart, I'll go back to my search criteria. They're still there. And I know that in this, in PubMed, I have roughly this 30 articles, and I know that I want to use this article. This is something I'm looking for. Then you can hit the control button, mortality in the ARB inhibitors. So these are in the public library. You are trying to copy these references or add these references to the library we created, GRSP9. I'm going to hit save and check. And then in this library, you should be able to only see these 3 articles. That is one way of searching articles and add it into your library on EndNote. Now I realize that probably this is not, I need to search for an article. I'm just going to give an example. They have their PubMed IDs listed in the bottom, and if I click on the URL, let's say I went on internet and I found out this article, and I want to add this article to my my library. So what I'll do is I'll come back to PubMed. I'm going to remove all the things. Remember that it has to be exact same nomenclature. Then I come back and say PMID. I say contain, and I'm going to bring up my PubMed ID from wherever you search, hit search for that particular ID. So if I search for it, it should give me just one. This is a very effective strategy. If you know exactly the article you are adding it, if you have their PubMed ID, it's going to give you exact same one. I'm going to do it as good, and you come back, right click to be validated, then you can come back and add it to the reference. Make sure that you're, so yes, it has been increased now. And now the question comes is how you are adding them. Creating the library is the most time. Then how does it play? Very simple in this regard. Let me know when you guys see my Word document. Do you see a Word document I opened up? Yes. So in this Word document, let's say you're doing a writing as well. COVID-19 is bad, and then that's your first reference. You're doing it. Then next sentence you are saying it. COVID-19 is very bad. That's your second reference, and that is your second and third reference actually. So you have to make sure that you're writing two references, and then you're saying COVID-19 is worse. I'm just making it up to make a point, and then you have to set those references here as well. So let's say my first reference selected. You can go and select the references. Your Word document is important to buy that because in EndNote library in Word document you have this EndNote X9 linkage already listed there. So you, and from there you can insert it references, and then you can insert it, or my preference which document. I'm going to just change it here, change here. I'm going to tell, go to EndNote part, click on that and say I want to insert the citation, select the citation. So I pick up where I want to insert it. I'm going to say I'm going to insert my first citation here. Come back to it. Now you will see that this library is talking to the Word document, and now Sing21 number 66 has come up right here, and that's it. You don't do anything. Now you come back to your second one saying I want to have the Florin that I'll be uploading them. So you select both of them, come back to EndNote X9 command here, go back to insert citation, choose where you need to upload them. So first of all is you're going to choose that I'm going to upload it here. That's where my citation should go. Then come back, insert it to selected citation there, which will become blue. Now you have these two citations listed there. And my last citation, I want to say I'm going to choose this. I'm going to come back. And I have to say I'm going to mark here. I'm going to say insert my selected citation, and now you have the citations listed there. So see, your first sentence, one citation, second sentence, your two citation, and third is your fourth citation as well. Now you come back to this, and here you see the update citation and bibliography or convert citation and bibliography and which style you want. So you can pick and choose. APA is not a part of it. Let's say you're submitting with JAMA. So I pick a JAMA part. And even before I give a command, it's gonna it may connect into a convert to a citation and bibliography. I click one click, it automatically talks to the library, it format my citations, and voila, you get your citations listed in any GML style 1, 2, 3, and 4, and these citations come right there. You're not typing anything, you are just giving a command, and now it becomes so easy. Let's say if I go back, you know what, that was not a citation I want to change it from JAMA to probably Lancet. You click on Lancet and it's automatically updates your Lancet version of it. You can do another way of doing it. You can just say, I want it to be unformatted for now. We'll go back to that. Then I want it to go back and then maybe change it to Chicago 17 footnote or whatever style you want to do it. You can actually search for any articles and it's going to go through, read it, and then it's going to give you the Chicago or whatever version you need to give it as. I think footnote is going to come something in the bottom. It's not working. I'm going to go back and try, let's say, Vancouver style. And then it should change it to Vancouver style once we go there. Update citation and bibliography, you have to click that part, and that's why it's not coming up. And now it has changed it to Vancouver. You see how instead of a hyperscript or superscript, it becomes 2-3. That's a Vancouver style. Your citation keeps changing the way it needs to. You don't have to worry about it. The beauty of this thing is that you don't have to worry. Let's say if I have to add another citation somewhere in between, let's say I have to add another citation, you don't have to change these numbers. You come back, you go and say, I want it to be unformatted. You always keep it unformatted until you're finalizing and sending it to your senior authors and all as well. You come back to your library. I'm going to say, I need to search the article again. You can choose it, what it is listed there, or, you can again say that I'm going to go to author. This time I need the author, same author. Then I'm going to add this here. I think I'm missing an article from him, which was in 20. I'm going to search that article in the search button there. There are 80 articles. So probably, if I'm lucky, I'll be able to get it, but I can put down sepsis or another criteria there. Paper of condensed plasma one I was looking for. That's a paper I need to add them. I select it. I go back and right click it. I come back and say, add my citation to my library. Adding the citation library. I come back to that. I added this condensed plasma one. It's this one. Then I highlighted them and I know that I need to add this thing to here. So come back, already selected, insert citation, insert selected citation. So far, that's all I did. I'm going to go back and see, what I want my Vancouver update citation library. It automatically changes your 2, 3 to 3, 4, and 5. So now this has become 2. And then which was before 2 and 3 became 3 and 4 and become 5. So that is a beauty that anytime you're using a library like that, you don't have to worry about numbers. You just update them, insert wherever you like, and it automatically calculates you the sequence of these things as well. And then you can just keep doing it until you go through. And then the only thing is you have to go back and change. And then actually these are the you can actually search another style, and then it opens up the whole new EndNote style part, and you can actually search for articles in any field whatsoever. applied catalyst, physics, by BMC and oncology, clinical pharmacology, radiology, psychiatry. You can pick up the journal citation which you are submitting to, and then it picks up. If say BMC medical imaging, if I say okay, and I come back and update it, it updates you automatically based on the BMC radiology. So that is the beauty of this part, that it goes through and you'll be able to see that it's BMC medical imaging. So not only it gives you 8 and 10, but you can search for that particular journal as well. So I hope it was useful for you all today to go through the basics of EndNote library. I highly recommend it if you can have resources through your institution or yourself to do it. And then there are tons of other videos you can watch it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.